WDIO WIRT.
Good morning, Northland, and happy Friday. I'm Amy Adamley here with Taylor Dayton, and we are here at First United Methodist Church for our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign. This year is extra special because it is our 15th time doing this with Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank. We're so excited to be out here, but it is cold.
Oh, it is very cold. There's really no better way to put it.
No.
It is a frigid Friday morning out here, but
it really is.
We are excited. We are going to embrace these cold temperatures and we're just going to make the most of it out here this morning. We are going
to
have
some fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. It's a great cause. We're hoping for some donations, and the good thing is you can stay in the comfort of your own car and just keep that heater up as you come out here and donate food and cash as well. Now, those temperatures are definitely on the colder side out there this morning. We are seeing temperatures close to 0 in many locations. In fact, we are seeing those temperatures in the single digits, above 0 for most of us. We are starting to see those temperatures to 6 below 0 for Grand Marais. Right now we're seeing 3 degrees above 0 International Falls, 4 degrees above 0 in Ashland. Right now on top of the hill in Duluth where we're standing, it is about 4 degrees. Now, if you factor in those winds though, they are out of the southwest, which is actually helping us keep us a little bit on the milder side, but still those wind chills with the wind factor in. 8 below 0 is what it feels like right now on top of the hill in Duluth. 12 below in Hayward. Ironwood, the cold spot right now, feels like 15 degrees below 0 with those winds factored in. And we will see those wind chills staying cold through the morning hours and through the day, but you can see on your radar and satellite picture, there are a few flurries actually coming down right now, and that cloud cover that has moved in actually helped warm our temperatures up just a couple of degrees from where they were around midnight last night. So that's the good news. Any degree warmer than where we're at right now is helpful right now as we're out here. Now, as we see through your day today, those temperatures slowly climbing into the upper teens. By about 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be around that 18 to 19 degree mark, and we will see a little more sunshine by the afternoon as well. But we will see those clouds and those flurries this morning before those skies give way to sunshine. But again, that sunshine is not going to warm us up a whole lot. You can see we stay well below average as those temperatures struggle to reach those upper teens by this afternoon. So yes, it is a cold one out here, but we are enjoying every second of it. And I'm going to head it right back over to Amy. Amy, what's going on?
Well, we are so excited. Like we mentioned, this is the 15th anniversary, and the Executive Director of Second Harvest, Shay Morris, is here this morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Staying warm out there?
So far, so good.
And we actually have an unexpected donation that we just want to get to right away. We like to roll with the punches this morning.
I agree.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what we've got going on?
Yeah, so Mount Royal Market is here, and they had a Roundup campaign, and we got this check for $2,600. So what a nice surprise.
Yes, thank you.
Great to start to our morning.
Yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much for coming in. That is so awesome. It's great to have you guys with us. And Shay, how does it feel celebrating 15 years of this broadcast? We're so happy about it.
We were just talking about that. It's hard to believe it's been 15 years.
How have we noticed the changes over the year and the community too?
Yeah, certainly the community support or regional support for our work has grown tremendously, and thanks in part to WDIO, so thank you.
Oh, of course. We love doing this. This is one of our favorite days of the year. So for people coming out today, what should they know?
You know, certainly cash goes far for us because we can leverage donated food. So that's what we're looking for. And then food donations if people want to stop by.
And are you already seeing people coming in early this morning, even though it's 5 a.m.?
Okay, so I'm really surprised. So we have this check, and we just had somebody drive up at the early morning hour of 5 a.m. So that I don't remember seeing in a long time.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Well, thank you again for being here. And thank you to Mount Royal for your guys' amazing donation. This is why we do this, and this is why we're celebrating 15 years. Now, we'll be here until 9 o'clock this morning if you want to stop by and give a donation. And even if you can't make it here, like Shay mentioned, you can also donate online. Just log on to northernlakesfoodbank.org. We also set up a link on our website and our Facebook page. And new this year, Kohler Toyota in Hermantown is taking donations for Second Harvest. They are located just off of Miller Trunk Highway. If you can't make it here to the church by 9 this morning, stop by Kohler Toyota. They'll be taking donations until 6 p.m. tonight. Our thanks to Kohler for helping out with the campaign this year. Remember, every donation allows Second Harvest to rescue and distribute food for thousands of people. And as we mentioned, this year is the 15th anniversary of our Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign. Obviously, it's changed a lot throughout the years, both WDIO and Second Harvest, but let's take a look back at the 15 years of Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor. Music, hair, and clothes. All of these things can go out of style, but helping your neighbor never does.
This is a special presentation of Good Morning Northland's Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor.
Rewind back to 2004. George W. Bush was president. The biggest movie was Shrek 2, and Facebook was born. That same year, WDIO partnered with Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank to put on the first ever Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign.
It's been an evolution, I think, for that event.
Second Harvest's Executive Director Shay Morris has been a part of it from the beginning.
How hairstyles have changed, how the broadcast has changed, how the outpouring of support has changed. It's been an amazing transition to see.
That little social media platform, Facebook, that barely existed 15 years ago, well, that has opened doors for Second Harvest.
Social media has become a far more important piece of the work that we do as kind of our multi-strategy campaign.
And technology advancements have helped WDIO as well.
Today, of course, equipment is much better, so technology has improved that broadcast.
But what the event is all about, hunger in the Northland, that's changed over the history of the event too.
Certainly when we went on air in 2004, there was about 10,700 people that were visiting food shelves monthly in our region, and today that number has grown to over 15,000. So certainly the need has also changed.
Because of that, Second Harvest has changed how they're able to help the area.
We were distributing 1.9 million meals when we went on the air in 2004. Today we reach people with more than 4.7 million meals.
The community has stepped up to help with volunteers growing from 39 back in 2004 to almost 1,300 now.
Oh, wonderful.
And that's all to help with the growing number of programs.
So the food shelf wasn't even a program of Second Harvest when we started this broadcast. It came on board in 2011, and certainly even the way that we've changed service in the last few years with more healthy and perishable food, that's a change in our industry and a change in this program.
But one thing that hasn't changed all these years, getting out, embracing the cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing, man.
And putting on a fun event for a great cause. Now, over the past 15 years, you've probably seen a lot of WDIO faces. We reached out to some Good Morning Northland alumni to see what they loved about Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor.
Meteorologist Ben Derry here. I was on Good Morning Northland from 2010 through 2014. Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor, 15 years, congratulations. I always remember it being very cold on the outdoor broadcast, but I also remember that the colder it was, the more generous the people. So hope you all have a very happy holidays.
Good morning, I'm Maria Anderson. I anchored Good Morning Northland from 2014 to 2017, and Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor was always one of my favorite broadcasts because Second Harvest is such a good group of people, and the work they do here at home is so important. As much as I love the broadcast, I am happy to be watching and donating in my jammies this year as we await the arrival of this little guy. Happy holidays!
Hello, greetings from Austria. I'm Dana Zimmer. I was on Good Morning Northland from 2015 through 2017 as your morning meteorologist. I think my favorite part of Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor was just seeing the community come together during such a special time of year. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you so much to Ben, Maria, and Dana. We'll have much more from the Copper Top Church, and Taylor will have your full forecast this Friday. But first, let's let the fish heads play us some beautiful music to break.
Food bank getting down, 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 singing for the food bank. Whoop! We gotta get down.
5 o'clock in the morning, already up and gone.
Oh, too early.
Lordy, I'm so tired.
I'm tired.
How long can this go on?
Singing for the food bank, got you down, 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 singing for the food bank. Whoop! Get up and get down, singing for the food bank. Bring it down, 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 singing for the food bank. Whoop! We gotta get down.
We need lots of donations.
Yes.
Money to mac and cheese. Get up and get on down here.
Come on over.
And bring donations, please.
Singing for the food bank, getting down, 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 singing for the food bank. Whoop! Get up and get down, singing for the food bank. Bring it down, 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 singing for the food bank. Whoop! Get up and get down,
Singing,
singing,
donating.
singing. Whoop! Singing, playing,
Bring it down.
donating. Whoop!
Singing,
Playing, donating. Whoop!
Singing for the food bank, getting down, down, down. Singing for the food bank. Whoop, get up and get it down. Singing for the food bank, getting down, down, down. Singing for the food bank. Whoop, what? Perfect. Well, we wrote it ourselves to the, you know. He already rewrapped the microphone because he thinks that people aren't competent.
Yeah. So I'll do this just so you to talk.
Welcome back on this frigid Friday morning out here. We are at the First United Methodist Church in Duluth for our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor broadcast this morning. And yes, as I mentioned, it's a frigid Friday morning. We are seeing those temperatures on the cold side. In fact, take a look at these wind chills we are dealing with right now, and I can tell you it definitely does feel like 8 degrees below zero on top of the hill as it shows on the map there here in Duluth. Now, Ironwood, one of the colder spots, are seeing some stronger winds at 15 degrees below zero. Keep in mind, these are your wind chill values, so not your actual temperatures, but when you factor in those winds, that is what it's feeling like. You can see those winds right now to the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and when temperatures are in the single digits and right around 0 degrees, it does not take a whole lot of wind to really put those wind chills below the zero mark. You can see those single digit readings. Hibbing right now, the goose egg at 0 degrees of current temperature. 6 below is what it currently is for your actual temperature in Grand Marais. And we're sitting at a balmy 4 degrees on top of the hill in Duluth with 5 degrees at the harbor. Now, we are going to see those temperatures staying on the colder side through the day, but what we're also watching is some of that colder air across southern Canada. I showed you guys this map yesterday to show that cold air across southern Canada that was going to slide across our area. Well, it is now here. That cold air has arrived, of course, this morning, and you can see a lot of that cold air still off to our north as well. So there's more where that cold air is coming from, but the good news is we'll see some moderating temperatures as we head closer to the weekend. Now, radar and satellite picture showing fairly quiet conditions. Now, we have had a little bit of cloud cover move in and a few snow flurries from time to time out here, but that's actually, the cloud cover is actually acting as our friend this morning, because otherwise temperatures could have plummeted a lot further below zero than they did overnight last night. Now, we are going to see fairly quiet conditions as we head through the next couple of days other than those cold temperatures today. But by Saturday into the weekend, take a look at those brighter colors, some of those brighter greens, the yellows and oranges. They're trying to make their way towards us from the west coast. There's a big ridge of high pressure that will be moving in over the weekend into next week, pushing a lot of that cold air out of the way. Now, we'll still be on the chilly side, but we'll be closer to average and milder than what we have been over the past couple of days. You can see those quiet conditions will be continuing, and you look at your future radar there. Now, along the South Shore today, and especially towards the UP of Michigan, we'll continue to see some lake effect snow showers. Nothing significant, at least within our area. It looks a little bit further east where we'll see some of that snow continuing. Otherwise, some clouds this morning, then we will see some clearing skies by this afternoon. Again, tonight it looks like mainly clear skies, allowing for another cold night, and then we will see temperatures rebounding with some sunshine on your Saturday. You can see not a whole lot of anything going on your Saturday as those winds continue out of the west. So the weekend is looking pretty nice. We will see those temperatures climbing back into the 20s and 30s, especially by early next week. We'll see some of those 30s moving into the picture under plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful week ahead, or a beautiful weekend, I should say, and even next week is looking fairly quiet with those temperatures pushing into the lower 30s as we head towards Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A nice and sunny forecast until we get to about Wednesday and Thursday of next week. That's our next chance of some snow showers. So yes, get through today. After that, things are looking fantastic. We're going to go back inside now for Amy, where she is in warming up a little bit, and we're going to see what's going on. Amy?
Thank you, Taylor. And joining me inside are Kim and Mike Monson of the Fish Heads. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Hey, good morning.
You guys have done Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor a couple of times now. What is your favorite part about this broadcast?
Yeah, we've done this for about 5 or 6 years. My least favorite is getting up at 3:30, but
my favorite is the donuts.
Yep, the donuts and coffee, right, and the happy smiles that we're greeted by every time we come and do this. It's pretty great.
Yeah, we have so much fun out here, and you guys were playing a special song you wrote at just for this event, right at the end of our last break. Tell us a little bit about this new song.
Well, we decided to just take a little melody from working in a coal mine and do a little bit of singing for the food bank. So bring your donations down. We're taking money to mac and cheese, just like the song says.
Yeah, we loved it. And you guys are going to play for a few more times for us. But for the holidays, what is your favorite part about the holidays, or maybe some favorite holiday songs?
Favorite holiday songs. We're doing a couple of them today. Silver Bells is one of my favorite. Auld Lang Syne is a great one.
How about you, Mike?
Food again, making lafsa.
Yes.
That's your favorite part of the holidays.
There we go. Well, thank you guys again for being with us early this morning and playing us some beautiful music. We'll have much more from the Coppertop Church when we come back. But first, let's let the Fish Heads play us to break again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old time? For old lang syne
Beautiful music we are enjoying from the fish heads there, and we are here this morning. If you didn't catch us earlier, we were out here at the First United Methodist Church for our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor broadcast, and it is a cold start to your morning. If you are heading out for the morning commute, maybe you're getting the kids ready to head out the door for school or yourself ready to head out for work, you will definitely want to bundle up the kids as well. We're going to see temperatures near 0 degrees this morning as you head out around 7 o'clock with some light flurries coming down. Nothing that should impact your commute though. And then by the afternoon, a little bit of sunshine with some partly cloudy skies. Temperatures climbing to a high near 18 degrees. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Taylor. Yes, it is so cold here, but we are hanging in there. This is Zach from UWS. He is a cross-country athlete, and you guys as an athletic department have been supporting Second Harvest all year. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have been doing.
Yeah, Amy, throughout the school year and at all of our home sporting events throughout the season, we've been having kind of a cause game for the Second Harvest Food Shelf, where when fans come in, we don't collect the money for our school. It's collected and goes straight to the Second Harvest Food Shelf throughout the seasons for our games. So it's a great opportunity to kind of support them by being an athlete, which is really great.
Yeah, definitely. And Second Harvest supports so many people both in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Why do you think it's so important for you as an athletic department to give back to this cause?
I think it's just super important because we get all the support from them throughout the seasons and supporting us and coming to our events, and so it's a way for us to be able to give back, and especially during this time of year when people maybe don't have enough to eat, that we can be a part of just kind of helping to provide for a real need in our community, and just to support those that maybe don't have enough this time of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for being with us, Zach, this morning, early and in a very cold morning. Stay warm out here. Definitely. We're going to take a look at the Have a Heart numbers, because all of the donations and money that we get throughout this morning have really added up over the years. And UWS, along with our viewers, have really stepped up to help, donating food and cash. So we wanted to take a look back at how much you've helped raise over the year. Executive Director of Second Harvest, Shay Morris, helped us crunch the numbers. She tells us that since this fundraiser started in 2004, we've raised over $88,800. Plus, we've collected 9,218 pounds of food. In total, those numbers have allowed Second Harvest to provide 394,227 meals to the Northland residents in need. Again, we want to thank you all so much for your support. And we will have much more from the Coppertop Church when we come back. Friday, so of course that means it's time to check out some of your outdoor adventures. Here's Dan Williamson with this week's Gone Fishing and Hunting.
The Andersons from Sudan have some young hunters. That's Jack with his first ever grouse, which he shot while hunting with his dad Mike at the family hunting shack on the Echo Trail. This is Chloe, and she harvested her first ever deer while hunting with her mom Jillian. First ever deer for Marcus Roberts. He got this one over opening weekends. First ever buck for Zane Ziegler, as he bagged this one in Bear River while hunting with his Uncle Jake and Papa Richard. He's holding the antlers. Another first, this one from Christian Edmonds from Hibbing. His first deer is a 6-point buck, which he got on opening day while hunting with Papa T and Uncle Ryan.
Thank you, Dan. And if you want to show off some of your outdoor adventures, you can send in your photo to sports@wdio.com. Taylor and I have been out at the Copper Top all morning.
Yeah.
We hope some of you will join us, but it is a bit cold.
It's cold, but don't let that scare you from coming down to join us,
Right.
because it is just a fantastic Friday morning to come down and donate, and just, it's a great cause, and it'll help warm your heart up a little
We're
bit
having
on this
so
cold
much fun.
morning. We really are. It's a blast out here. There's some snow on the ground. I might even have a snowball fight here in a little bit. But it's cold, and so those temperatures are on the chilly side. If you're heading out, definitely layer up those warm clothes. As you can see, we're definitely bundled up. It's probably hard to even recognize us with how many layers we do have on. But those temperatures will be in the single digits above and below zero across the Northland this morning. You can see currently those temperatures are at 0 for Hayward, 0 degrees in Hibbing as well. We're at 6 below in Grand Marais, 4 degrees for International Falls, 14 in Brainerd. That's the warmest location I can find on your map this morning, and even that is not all that warm. But we are seeing those clouds pushing through the area, and thanks to those clouds, that's what's helped keep us a little bit milder overnight last night and this morning than what we otherwise could have dropped to below zero. Now, temperatures today climbing into the upper teens, close to 20 degrees. I think it's optimistic to say we'll hit 20 degrees, but we'll be in those upper teens by this afternoon. And we will see across northwest Wisconsin similar temperatures again into the upper teens and lower 20s. More sunshine by the afternoon with some clouds and flurries possible this morning. And then look at that weekend, though. Sunshine for your Saturday and your Sunday. That continues into Monday as well. Tuesday, sunny and milder temperatures into the 30s by early next week. A few snow showers return by Wednesday and Thursday, but those temperatures still not all that bad. In fact, above average into those lower 30s as we head through next week. Back to you, Amy.
Thank you, Taylor. Well, if you're just joining us, we're at the Copper Top Church here in Duluth for our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor fundraiser. We're going to have much more here in just a minute. But first, we want to let you know the top stories we're seeing this Friday. The Duluth Police Department and staff at Bentleyville are still asking for information this morning about vandals who caused about $2,500 in damage to the Tour of Lights. It happened overnight between Tuesday and Wednesday. It's believed they intended to steal from the nonprofit event. Nothing of value was stolen, but there's significant damage to the gift shop and the food and toy donation container. The vandals were caught on camera, but were wearing masks and are still unidentified. Please call the DPD or Bentleyville if you have any information. Minnesota officials are forecasting the state will have a $1.5 billion surplus for the next 2-year budget period. The forecast released by Minnesota management and budget sets the stage for the debate over taxes and spending in next year's legislative session. Democrats are set to take the majority of the Minnesota House when session begins in January, while Republicans will maintain their majority in the state Senate. Governor-elect Tim Walz will take the place of fellow Democrat Mark Dayton. And in national news this morning, a bomb threat forced the evacuation of CNN's offices in New York. Police said a man with a southern accent called the office just after 10 p.m. last night and said 5 bombs had been placed throughout the facility inside the Time Warner building. Police security did a preliminary search. Authorities then swept the building with the NYPD bomb squad on standby. Nothing was found. In October, a similar incident occurred after a suspicious package containing a crude pipe bomb was delivered to the company. And like we mentioned, we'll have much more from the Copper Top, but first let's hear from the fish heads again before break.
Father Michael says a simple prayer to bless every one of us who is there. The candles leave a glow, we say amen. And it's Christmas at the mission once again. It's Christmas at the mission. Santa comes tonight. I'll be tucked in a blanket. Everything will be alright. Merry Christmas, goodwill to all men. And it's Christmas at the mission once again. Sugar plums are dancing through my head as I lie awake in my little homemade bed. We open Santa's gift, I got a doll of porcelain, and it's Christmas at the mission once again. It's Christmas at the mission. Santa comes tonight. I'll be tucked in a blanket. Everything will be alright. Merry Christmas, goodwill to all men. And it's Christmas at the mission once again. Feel the kindness, brother. Go down and lend a hand. There's work to do for your heart, to loving woman, child, and man. And it's Christmas at the mission. Santa comes tonight. I'll be tucked in a blanket. Everything will be alright. Merry Christmas, goodwill to all men. And it's Christmas at the mission once again. The children are all gathered round the tree. Bright lights, they twinkle red and green. The bell, it rings and dinner has begun. And it's Christmas at the mission once again. It's Christmas at the mission. Santa comes tonight. I'll be
Live from the WDIO broadcast studios, this is Good Morning Northland on WDIO WIRT.
Good morning, Northland. It's Friday, December 7th. I'm Amy Adamley here with Taylor Dayton. We are at the First United Methodist Church in Duluth, also known as the Copper Top Church, for our 15th annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign. We're so excited to be here.
Yes.
We'll be here until 9 a.m. if you want to stop by and drop off some donations, food, or cash. And we are staying warm out here. It is freezing.
It really is.
We've got on lots of layers, though.
Yeah, we have a lot of layers on, but it is cold. So if you are heading out, definitely, as Amy said, put on lots of layers. Now, I lost my gloves for a second here. I'm going to hurry and get those back on as soon as I'm finished here, because it is very cold. But we are seeing those temperatures in the single digits for many of us out here this morning, and that will continue for a good portion of your morning. You can see those temperatures at 4 degrees on top of the hill, and around the Northland we're seeing those temperatures at 0 in Hayward, 0 degrees in Hibbing as well, 6 below 0 in Grand Marais this morning. So it is cold by Northland standards. We're used to this cold, but it still is a very, very chilly start to our day. You can see those winds are not really helping a whole lot either. Those winds out of the southwest, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's making those wind chills, as I mentioned earlier, feel below 0 for many of us. 10 below is what it feels like in Ashland this morning, 10 below in Grand Marais as well by the lake there, and then we're seeing 0 degrees in Hibbing as that current wind chill. Now we will see those temperatures try to improve by this afternoon, but we're also watching some cloud cover and some snow flurries coming down from time to time. And so those snow flurries will keep us on the warmer side, at least below, in keeping those temperatures from falling any colder than they are this morning. Now, through your day, you're going to see those temperatures finally climb into the upper teens this afternoon. We'll see some more sunshine by this afternoon as well, and then another cold night shaping up for us with some clear skies moving in as we head towards this evening and overnight into your Saturday morning. And again, it's cold, but we'll be out here all morning long until about 9 o'clock this morning. And if you do want to stop by and give a donation, the Copper Top Church right here in Duluth on top of the hill, and you can donate online. Just log on to northernlakesfoodbank.org. We've also set up a link on our website and on our Facebook page. You can see there on your screen. And also this year, Kohler Toyota in Hermantown is taking donations for Second Harvest all day today. They're located just off Miller Trunk Highway, and if you can't make it here but to the church by 9 this morning, stop by Kohler Toyota. They'll be taking donations until 6 p.m. tonight. And we are going to head on over to Amy now and see what is happening. Amy?
Thank you, Taylor. I'm here with Deb Landry from Halver Lines, and you guys are great community partners with Second Harvest. You've done things like donate trucks to help haul all of the thousands of pounds of food that is donated around the Northland. Thank you for being here this morning.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Absolutely. It's early and it's cold, but it's important that I'm here, and we are such a proud partner of Second Harvest.
And what are some of the things you guys do with Second Harvest?
Mostly what we do is haul food for free for them and donate our transportation. We've been a partner since 2011, and we have hauled about 406 loads, which equates to over 8 million meals for people.
That's amazing. And specifically miles. Do you know how many miles you guys have traveled doing that?
It's almost 60,000.
Wow, that is an amazing number, and so great that you guys are a part of this great community organization. Why is it important that you guys help out and join in Second Harvest?
Well, we are one of the largest employers in Douglas County, and just so many of our people live in the area here, so we really do like to be a huge part of the community and donate any way that we can.
That's awesome, and we're celebrating a special anniversary, our 15th of Have a Heart, and you guys also have a special anniversary this year.
We do. We are so proud. It's our 50th anniversary since Halver Lines began, and it's gone through, it's in the second and third generation now, so it's really exciting for us.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here with us, and thank you for your wonderful partnership with Second Harvest. We'll have much more from the Copper Top Church, and Taylor will have a look at how cold it's going to get today. But first, let's hear from Zach and Bella.
And the snow is falling down. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling down. Well, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. Oh, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling down. Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling down. Yeah, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. I ain't got no sleigh with reindeer, no sack on my back. You'll see me coming in a big black Cadillac. Oh, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, snow is falling down. You be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. Stockings, turn out the lights, Christmas coming down your chimney tonight. Oh, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. The snow is falling down. Yeah, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town.
Special thanks for that beautiful music that we have been able to listen to this morning. Now, we are seeing those cold temperatures out here this morning across the Northland. I feel like a broken record because I've been saying how cold it is all morning long. But you know, when you're actually outside of the studio and you get to spend 4 or 5 hours out here in the cold instead of being in the comfort of the studio doing the weather, you really realize how cold it really is for those who may have to commute or may have to work outdoors this time of year. You already know that you have to bundle up, but it is very cold out here. 10 degrees below zero in Ashland right now is our wind chill value. Now we're seeing 10 below in Ironwood for a wind chill as well. 12 below in Hayward. That's one of our cold spots when you're factoring in those winds. It feels like 8 degrees below zero here on top of the hill. You can see those winds are out of the southwest, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So I wish those winds could lighten up just a little bit, and it would make those temperatures that are actually at about 4 degrees above zero right now feel a lot more tolerable. And you can see those teens across over towards Brainerd. We're at 14 degrees. That's our warm spot, but 1 degrees below zero for Phillips this morning, 6 below for Grand Marais. We are going to see those temperatures staying on the cold side today, and here's why. If you take a look at the map there, you can see across southern Canada, those temperatures still in the single digits above and below zero, and across the Northland, that's the same as well. So that cold air not really going anywhere, at least for today, but we will start to see some improvement by tomorrow and especially the end of the weekend into next week. As far as any precipitation is concerned, we are seeing some fairly quiet conditions. A few clouds did move in overnight last night around the midnight time frame, and they've stuck with us this morning. I've seen just a few light flurries out here passing through the area, and those clouds have actually helped keep our temperatures, for the most part, as you saw, right around or above zero. Otherwise, they could have fallen well below the zero mark if we hadn't have had those clouds this morning. So yes, those clouds have been a good thing to keep us a little bit milder. Now, those temperatures today, you can see in the blue on the map there across the Great Lakes, that's some of the colder air that has slid across the area. But putting this into motion, you can see by Saturday into Sunday, there's a ridge of high pressure that is going to park itself over Iowa, Nebraska area, and that's going to bring in some warmer temperatures by the weekend. So we will start to see some of those brighter colors, those greens and those yellows pushing towards the Northland. That represents those warmer temperatures sliding in by Saturday and Sunday, and even sticking with us into next week. And we will see some fairly quiet conditions as we head through the week. And you can see on your future radar, other than a few clouds this morning and some very light flurries, but nothing that is accumulating, nothing that will create any travel problems. Traffic is moving very smoothly out here right now as I'm watching on the intersection here at the church. And you can see through Saturday things looking quiet as well. Some lake effect snow will continue along the South Shore, especially over towards the UP of Michigan, but even that doesn't look to be all that significant. Now we will see those winds continuing out of the west as well, and those are some milder winds especially by Saturday and Sunday, bringing in some warmer temperatures. Today, again, highs into the upper teens and lower 20s, especially across northwest Wisconsin. We'll see a better chance of some of those 20s. And then we will see tonight another cold night, but not quite as cold, into the teens for northwest Wisconsin, single digits across the Canadian border. And there's that extended forecast. I think you'll like it if you're hoping for some sunshine. Plenty of sun Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then it finally looks like it comes to an end by Wednesday and Thursday with a few snow showers back in the forecast, with temperatures staying in the 30s. And we're going to head back over to Amy. Amy, how's it going?
Thank you, Taylor, and thank you to everyone who is watching this morning and coming out to donate. Our viewers have truly stepped up throughout the years, donating food and cash to help out. So we wanted to take a look back at how much you've helped raise over the years. Executive Director of Second Harvest, Shay Morris, helped us crunch the numbers. She tells us that since this fundraiser first started in 2004, we've raised $88,800. Plus, we've collected 9,218 pounds of food. In total, those numbers have allowed Second Harvest to provide 394,227 meals to Northland residents in need. Again, thank you so much for your support. We will have much more in just a bit coming from the Coppertop Church, but first, let's hear from Zach and Bella inside.
A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He's singing along as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Through your nose, it's chilling. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Thanks for joining us on this frigid Friday morning. We are live here at the Coppertop Church in Duluth for our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor broadcast. And it's cold across the Northland. Take a look at the Range Regional Airport camera in Hibbing. 0 degrees right now, mostly cloudy skies. In Hibbing, though, the winds are calm currently, so that's helping you with not having quite as cold wind chills. But it is cold across the Northland. Wind chills have been below 0 for many of us. Now we're going to head back inside where it's nice and warm to see what Amy is up to.
Thank you, Taylor. Well, I am inside the Coppertop Church with Zach and Bella. Thank you guys for playing your beautiful music for us this morning. Now, you guys are a relatively new duo. How did you guys come to be?
We met over in Superior. There's a place called Izzy's, and they have an open jam on Wednesdays, and we would go there periodically, and one night we just got thrown on the stage together, and now we're here.
What do you guys like playing together, or about playing together?
I like that we like the same styles of music, and we mesh really well creatively, so we get a lot of good stuff done when we play together. So
That's awesome. And what kind of style of music do you guys play?
We play blues and some rock and a little bit of country, kind of a mix of everything a little bit.
And in the spirit of the holidays, what kind of music will you be playing today? Any specific holiday songs?
Well, next up we have Let It Snow, and then we'll have some more Elvis Christmas songs. That was definitely on the playlist for my mom when I was younger.
Gotta love all of those. Well, thank you guys for being with us. We'll hear Let It Snow in just a little bit, but we also want to thank our sponsors because they make this all possible. Thank you to Home Furniture, Kohler Toyota, and Sound Central, and to London Road Rental for keeping us warm with some of their heaters. We also want to thank Burger King. They've been kind enough to donate some croissant sandwiches and coffee to our crew. Very necessary. And of course, we can't forget Farmer Doug bringing us a beautiful Christmas tree and wreath again this year. We're all decked out and festive this morning again. So thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. Now let's hear from Zach and Bella again.
weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, but I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. If you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Now you're slowly dying, but my dear, we still goodbye. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it
Welcome back. Well, we are out here for the annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor broadcast. It's a cold one this morning. Take a look at those temperatures in the single digits for most of us. Grand Rapids and Hibbing now reporting some light snow flurries coming down. We've seen some of those here on top of the hill in Duluth as well. Temperatures right now, again, single digits for most of us. The only spot below 0 currently is Grand Marais at 6 degrees below 0, but the rest of us only above 0 by 1 or a few degrees at the most. Now, clouds have moved in overnight last night, and that's why we're seeing a few flurries. And those clouds, as I mentioned earlier, have actually been a good thing to keep our temperatures from falling too far below that 0 mark overnight last night, and temperatures will eventually climb into the upper teens, close to 20 degrees by this afternoon across the arrowhead of Minnesota. Northwest Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, looking at temperatures similar, but maybe a degree or two warmer, into those low 20s for most of us. Again, clouds this morning, some flurries, and then sunshine by the afternoon. And look at that sunshine continuing into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday before we see snow showers return Wednesday and Thursday, but milder temperatures for the weekend with that sunshine. So we just got to get through today, and we're going to be great, and we're just embracing it. We're loving it out here.
We are shaping up to be a beautiful weekend. Thanks, Taylor. Coming up in our next half hour, we'll have much more from the Copper Top Church here in Duluth.
And we'll also have a look at those cold temperatures and when it warms up again.
But first, let's check in with Renee to see what's coming up on WDIO at 5.
Good morning. Going green can lower your risk of heart attack and stroke. We'll explain why getting out into nature is proving to be so healthy tonight at 5.
It started early, and so I kind of thought we were way short on time, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, and then I just...
Well, it made me think if I wasn't supposed to do the full one either, but I'm like, too late, I already started it, so...
WDIO Broadcast Studios. This is Good Morning Northland on WDIO WIRT.
Good morning, Northland, and happy Friday. I'm Amy Adamley here with Taylor Dayton. We are actually not in the studios this morning, if you can't tell. We are at the First United Methodist Church, also known as the Copper Top Church, celebrating our annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign. This year is extra special because it is our 15th time partnering with Second Harvest Northland Lakes Food Bank for this fantastic fundraiser. We'll have much more about the fundraiser and how you can donate here in a little bit. But first, it is a chilly morning. We've all got a couple of layers on out here.
We do. We are bundled up out here, several layers on, and you know, you probably wouldn't be able to recognize us other than our face showing, which is pretty cold right now. But we are seeing those temperatures in the single digits. On top of the hill right now, we're at 6 degrees. Now around the Northland, you can see those temperatures in the single digits. The only location below 0 currently on the map is Grand Marais at 8 below 0. Although Silver Bay and Ely, Baudette not registering anything this morning, so their thermometers may be just a little bit too cold to wake up this morning with those frigid temperatures out there. But winds are out of the southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and those winds are not helping anything. That's making it feel much colder. It feels like 7 below 0 right now on top of the hill as we're standing here, and I can attest to you that it definitely does feel like it's below 0. Wind chills in Ashland at 12 degrees below 0, so definitely it is cold. It's going to stay cold through the day, but we will eventually see some milder temperatures. You can see some clouds across the area. That's because we're seeing some snow flurries passing through, but those clouds will eventually dissipate by the afternoon hours. Looks like we'll see some sunshine by about 3 o'clock, some sun breaking out across the region before that sun goes down this evening. And then once the sun goes down tonight, with those clear skies, temperatures will fall again into the single digits overnight tonight, but I think will be a few degrees warmer than what we are waking up to this morning for your Saturday. And that'll set us up for a fairly nice weekend ahead. I'll have all those details a little bit later, but right now we're going to head back over to Amy.
Thank you, Taylor. Well, we will be out here until 9 a.m. embracing the cold, so please come out and stop by and give us a donation. And you can also donate online. Just log on to northernlakesfoodbank.org. We also set up a link on our website and on our Facebook page. And new this year, Kohler Toyota in Hermantown is taking donations for Second Harvest. They are located just off of Miller Trunk Highway. If you can't make it here to the church by 9 this morning, stop by Kohler Toyota. They'll be taking donations until 6 p.m. tonight. Our thanks to Kohler for helping out with the campaign this year. Remember, for every $25 donated to Have a Heart, we're able to feed a Northland family of 4 for nearly a week. And as we mentioned earlier, it is our 15th anniversary of Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor. As, of course, WDIO and Second Harvest has changed throughout the year, but let's take a look at 15 years of Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor. Music, hair, and clothes. All of these things can go out of style, but helping your neighbor never does.
This is a special presentation of Good Morning Northland's Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor.
Rewind back to 2004. George W. Bush was president, the biggest movie was Shrek 2, and Facebook was born. That same year, WDIO partnered with Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank to put on the first ever Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign.
It's been an evolution, I think, for that event.
Second Harvest's Executive Director Shay Morris has been a part of it from the beginning.
How hairstyles have changed, how the broadcast has changed, how the outpouring of support has changed. It's been an amazing transition to see.
That little social media platform Facebook that barely existed 15 years ago, well, that has opened doors for Second Harvest.
Social media has become a far more important piece of the work that we do as kind of our multi-strategy campaign.
And technology advancements have helped WDIO as well.
Today, of course, equipment is much better, so technology has improved that broadcast.
But what the event is all about, hunger in the Northland, that's changed over the history of the event too.
Certainly when we went on air in 2004, there was about 10,700 people that were visiting food shelves monthly in our region, and today that number has grown to over 15,000. So certainly the need has also changed.
Because of that, Second Harvest has changed how they're able to help the area.
We were distributing 1.9 million meals when we went on the air in 2004. Today we reach people with more than 4.7 million meals.
The community has stepped up to help with volunteers growing from 39 back in 2004 to almost 1,300 now.
Oh, wonderful.
And that's all to help with the growing number of programs.
So the food shelf wasn't even a program of Second Harvest when we started this broadcast. It came on board in 2011, and certainly even the way we've changed service in the last few years with more healthy and perishable food, that's a change in our industry and a change in this program.
But one thing that hasn't changed all these years, getting out, embracing the cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing, man.
And putting on a fun event for a great cause. Now, over the past 15 years, you've probably seen a lot of WDIO faces, but we wanted to reach out to some Good Morning Northland alumni and see what they loved about Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor.
Good morning, Northland. I'm Steve Long, a GMN news anchor alum from about 1998 to 2005. Congratulations on the 15th anniversary of the Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor food drive. What I remember from helping to plan that very first one was what a team effort it was from GMN, the entire station at WDIO, Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank, and the community. And it really was a leap of faith to consider doing a show outside in the winter, in the morning, in northern Minnesota. We had no idea if anybody would show up. And as I remember, that morning was very cold and there was some light snow falling. But as we looked up in that early morning light, we saw car after car after car after car lined up waiting to donate. And what that says to me is a lot about the community itself and the people who live there. The generosity, the kindness, the caring of the folks that live there. And just one of the factors that make the Northland one of the very best places in all of America to call home.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Justin Lyles. I did Good Morning Northland from 2005 to 2007, so I nearly started when this whole thing really got started roughly 15 years ago. But the one thing I remember that stands out in my mind was two little girls, and if I remember their names correctly, they were Annika and Maya Swanson. They came when they were 2 years old, and they have been coming back ever since to donate food, and I believe this year they would be close to 18 years old. So they started when they were 2, and now, you know, here we are many years later, and now they're 18 years old. But they were sure a bright light in coming to donate every year, especially the first 2 years I did it, and I've of course been working kind of behind the scenes ever since then. But those two really stuck in my mind during the Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign.
Thank you, Steve and Justin. And we are hopefully going to hear from those Swanson twins who are much older now, so that should be a lot of fun. We'll have much more from the Copper Top Church here, raising money and food for Second Harvest in just a bit. And first, let's hear from Vocal Point Inside.
In fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Welcome back on this frigid Friday morning. We are at the Coppertop Church at the First United Methodist Church in Duluth, and we are embracing these cold temperatures this morning, and we are doing it for a good cause. In fact, Second Harvest, Northern Lakes Food Bank, and we are accepting food donations here, cash donations as well. And again, it's cold, so if you're heading out, just be sure to bundle up. You can see we have many, many layers on, thick gloves, the hat, the whole works to keep you warm this morning. We are seeing those wind chills right now. 7 below zero right now is what it feels like on top of the hill in Duluth. 12 below zero in Ashland. We're at 8 below zero for Grand Marais. And again, these are our wind chills. So our actual temperatures not quite as cold, but when you do factor in those winds that are about 5 to 10 miles per hour from those temperatures that are actually above zero for most of us. 8 degrees below still in Grand Marais for your real temperature. 2 below in Phillips, with the rest of us in those single digits above zero. But taking a look at the wider view here across the upper Midwest, across southern Canada, you can see a lot of us dealing with those temperatures that are right around or below zero for this morning. So that cold air, it's in place. It's finally arrived. We were watching it in the forecast over the last several days. The good news is it's not going to last all that long. It's a fairly short-lived Arctic blast that we're dealing with, as we will see some fairly quiet conditions moving in for the weekend. Right now, your radar and satellite picture across the upper Midwest and across the central plain states, fairly quiet. Some clouds have pushed through the area. That's actually led to a few snow flurries this morning, but those clouds have actually been a friend of ours in the sense of without the cloud cover last night, temperatures would have fallen much colder. In fact, many of us would have been well below zero this morning. So thank those clouds for the relatively milder temperatures. Now we're going to see even warmer temperatures by the weekend. You can see this pattern here. Right now we have a trough over the Great Lakes. That's bringing in that cold air, but eventually that ridge over the western United States with some of those brighter colors and the yellows and the oranges start to push closer to the Northland. That is going to bring in some milder temperatures just in time for the weekend and into next week. And we will see some sunshine along with those temperatures warming up as well. That is the good news. So fairly quiet conditions. You can see that on your future radar as we move through your day today. A few clouds this morning, a few flurries as well. Nothing accumulating other than areas over towards the UP of Michigan. But otherwise, we will see some clearing skies move in by the afternoon hours. Tonight, clear skies move back in, allowing for those temperatures to fall back down. Cold again, but not quite as cold as what we woke up to this morning for your Saturday. Otherwise, Saturday is looking fairly quiet across the area. Now, we will see those temperatures again today only climbing into the upper teens and lower 20s across the Northland. And again, more sunshine this afternoon compared to the cloud cover we will be seeing this morning. And then by tonight, those temperatures will be falling back down into the teens for northwest Wisconsin. Single digits to our north across the Canadian border areas, and up the North Shore will be in those lower teens. Your extended forecast shows, again, as I mentioned, that nice weekend. That is just going to be fantastic. Upper 20s by Sunday, so right around where we should be this time of year with all that sunshine. 30s next week, lower 30s. We see more sunshine until about Wednesday and Thursday when we see our next chance of a few snow showers moving in. And again, as I mentioned, we are here live this morning at the Coppertop Church, and I'm joined right now by Emily from Essentia Health. And Essentia Health has been a huge contributor to Second Harvest, Northern Lakes Food Bank, and these donations that they give to help them out. So Emily, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of your specific, maybe if you had some specific examples of how you guys have contributed to help in this great cause.
Sure, yeah. Essentia Health has been a long-time sponsor of Second Harvest. So we're a financial sponsor, but we also have donated a lot of volunteer hours over the years. And we have a rescue program with the food from our cafeteria as well.
Great things that they are doing there, that you guys are doing. And also, can you speak a little bit about, like, you know, it's important to have food donations, but what about nutritious food donations that help people?
Yeah, and we have been really impressed by the work of Second Harvest towards that cause. So they have a great program called Better Shelf for Better Health, where they're really trying to push that those healthy fruits and vegetables and other things is what's being donated to the food shelf. And they have a great program that I've been super impressed every time I've been to the food shelf to see all the produce that they have there.
Yeah.
So that's really important that people donate those, and not just the cans of soup and other things, but really trying to think about what's healthy and nutritious for our neighbors in need.
Awesome, and that is so true. I was there visiting Second Harvest at the food bank as well, and seeing all of the fresh produce they have is just a great thing to have to help with the community and have those healthy choices as well. So thank you, Emily. Thank you for joining us on this very cold morning out here and braving the cold with us. We really appreciate it. And we are going to go ahead and listen to some Vocal Point as we head towards the break.
Baby boy would one day walk on water. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you, child, and this child will soon deliver you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels walked, where angels trust your baby? You kiss the face of God. The blind will see, the dead will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will hear, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect Lamb? I
this morning on this cold, very cold Friday morning. We are seeing those temperatures right around 0 degrees. If you are heading off to school or to work this morning, bundle up, layer up those clothes, and we will see a few flurries this morning. But by the afternoon, I think we see a little bit more sunshine moving in. Temperatures climbing to a high near 18 degrees, and we'll see some partly cloudy skies, again with a few peaks of sunshine as well. And we're going to head right back over to Amy now and see what is happening. Amy?
Thank you, Taylor. Well, in case you're just joining us, we are here at the Copper Top Church in Duluth for our 15th annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign with Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank. We'll have much more for you in just a little bit, but first we want to get to the top stories we're watching this Friday. The Duluth Police Department and staff at Bentleyville are still asking for information this morning about vandals who caused about $2,500 in damage to the Tour of Lights. It happened overnight between Tuesday and Wednesday. It's believed they intended to steal from the nonprofit event. Luckily, nothing of value was stolen, but there is significant damage to the gift shop and the food and toy donation container. The vandals were caught on camera, but were wearing masks and are still unidentified. Call the DPD or Bentleyville if you have any information. Minnesota officials are forecasting the state will have a $1.5 billion surplus for the next 2-year budget period. The forecast released by Minnesota Management and Budget sets the stage for the debate over taxes and spending in next year's legislative session. Democrats are set to take the majority of the Minnesota House when session begins in January, while Republicans will maintain their majority in the state Senate. Governor-elect Tim Walz will replace fellow Democrat Mark Dayton. And in national news this morning, a bomb threat forced the evacuation of CNN's offices in New York. Police said a man with a southern accent called the office just after 10 p.m. last night and said 5 bombs had been placed throughout the facility inside the Time Warner building. Police security did a preliminary search. Authorities then swept the building with the NYPD bomb squad on standby. Nothing was found. In October, a similar incident occurred after a suspicious package containing a crude pipe bomb was delivered to the company. And we'll have this week's Gone Fishing and Hunting when we come back at the Copper Top Church. Friday, so it's time now to check out photos from your outdoor adventures. Here's Dan Williamson with this week's Gone Fishing and Hunting.
The Andersons from Sudan have some young hunters. That's Jack with his first ever grouse, which he shot while hunting with his dad Mike at the family hunting shack on the Echo Trail. This is Chloe, and she harvested her first ever deer while hunting with her mom Jillian. First ever deer for Marcus Roberts. He got this one over opening weekends. First ever buck for Zane Ziegler, as he bagged this one in Bear River while hunting with his Uncle Jake and Papa Richard. He's holding the antlers. Another first, this one from Christian Edmonds from Hibbing. His first deer is a 6-point buck, which he got on opening day while hunting with Papa T and Uncle Ryan.
Thanks, Dan. And if you want to show off your outdoor adventures, you can send in your photos to sports@wdio.com. Well, Taylor, we're out here at the Coppertop Church embracing the cold.
Yes.
And it is a cold start to this Friday.
It is a very cold start to this Friday. There's no easy way to put that, but it's great. You know, as long as you're bundled up for it and you're prepared for it, it's really not all that bad. You know,
Yes.
my toes are a little cold, but
We just saw some people out here jogging by out
we
for their
did.
morning run. So
Yeah, I mean, just that's what we do in the Northland. We embrace it.
Yes.
We don't let the cold keep us indoors and keep us from doing good things in our community as well as they are doing this morning here at the Coppertop Church. Now, those temperatures, they are cold, as we mentioned. Take a look at what we're dealing with. 0 degrees in Ely right now. We're at 7 degrees at the harbor, 6 degrees on top of the hill in Duluth. Hibbing seeing 2 degrees with some light flurries coming down. And across the region, you can see those temperatures fairly consistent, most of us in the single digits. And we are seeing some cloud cover that has pushed through the area. A few flurries have been flying here from time to time, which is just enough to get us in the Christmas spirit. Otherwise, it's not creating any travel plans. And you'll see those temperatures climbing into the upper teens, lower 20s this afternoon. We'll see more sunshine by the afternoon hours as well compared to some of the cloud cover and flurries we're dealing with this morning. Then that sets us up for a beautiful weekend ahead. We're going to see plenty of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures into those mid to upper 20s, and then we see those 30s by early next week with more sunshine. Snow showers returning to the forecast by Wednesday and Thursday. And now it's time for today's GMN Birthday Club, sponsored by World of Will Skate Center in Superior. And Cordell Kilvenis is celebrating his 20th birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday, Uncle Cordell. You are number one to us, and we love you. Love Paisley and Hunter. And on Sunday, a happy 15th birthday to Drew Nelson. Your Grandpa John and Grandma Bonnie want to say, we hope your birthday is fun and your year is filled with good times. We are so proud of you and all your accomplishments, especially in the classroom and at the hockey rink. Go Golden Bears, we love you. And finally, a happy 4th birthday to Myrtle James on Sunday. Wishes for a wonderful birthday were sent from Nana and Papa. And you can join the GMN Birthday Club, sponsored by World Will Skate Center Superior. 2 weeks before your birthday, just send us a picture along with a self-addressed envelope, or if you prefer, you can email us at birthdays@wdio.com. Birthday Club members receive a free admission coupon to World of Will Skate Center, plus a $15 discount on a scheduled birthday party package. Don't forget to include your address so we know where to send your coupons. You can see all those birthday greetings on our website, and we are going to go ahead and let Vocal Point play us to break.
Live from the WDIO broadcast studios, this is Good Morning Northland on WDIO WIRT.
Good morning, Northland. It is Friday, December 7th. I'm Amy Adamley here with Taylor Dayton. We are not in our usual spot this morning. We are at the First United Methodist Church, also known as the Copper Top, for our 15th annual Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign with Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank. We'll be out here till 9 a.m. getting donations, food or money-wise. And we are braving the cold because it's a chilly one.
It is a chilly one, but we're just embracing it. As long as you're bundled up and you're prepared for it, it's really not all that bad. We just saw some joggers run by a minute ago, as Amy mentioned. And, I mean, everybody's out here just enjoying these chilly temperatures. Now, temperatures are right now at 6 degrees above zero on top of the hill in Duluth. Those winds out of the west-southwest, 8 miles per hour. And that's not helping with those wind chills, but you can see those temperatures across the Northland. Most of us in the single digits above zero. Grand Marais still below zero, but those winds factored in 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. And I'll tell you, when those stronger wind gusts hit you, it blows right through you because those wind chills are very brutal right now. 7 degrees below is what it feels like on top of the hill in Duluth. 12 degrees below zero it feels like in Ashland, with 11 degrees below for Ironwood. International Falls, the winds are a little bit lighter for you, so you're feeling closer to that 5-degree mark above the zero mark this morning. But we are seeing some cloud cover. Some light flurries have really been coming down fairly consistently all morning long as we have been here at the Copper Top Church. And those flurries, they're not hindering the commute at all. Nothing heavy enough to accumulate, but just enough to get us in that Christmas spirit. Now, we are seeing those temperatures staying cold this morning, about 16 degrees by the noon time frame, under mostly cloudy skies. A few of those flurries lingering, I think, through about the 10 to 11 o'clock hour. Then by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll see more sunshine moving in. That sets us up for some clear skies tonight, and temperatures falling back down again into the single digits overnight tonight. But I don't think we'll be quite as cold as what we're waking up to this morning on your Saturday. But I'll have that weekend forecast here in just a little bit. For now, we're going to head right back over to Amy.
Thank you, Taylor. Well, I am down here with Patrick from Super One, and you guys are great partners with Second Harvest. Thank you for being here. How do you guys partner with Second Harvest?
As the Miner family, or my family, and the Super One Foods are, in fact, our team of stores in our family. We've been providing support for the food bank since its earliest days. Not only ongoing support and working with their food rescue systems, but also providing wholesale product when they need to meet dietary needs and they can't source product. We'll sell that product to them at wholesale costs. In addition, we provide other needs like all of their vehicles. We've got staff on hand that actually help work on their vehicles, keep them rolling down the road, and so that they can do the great work that they do.
Yeah, that is so important. They do great work. Why is it important for you guys to be supporting such an important community staple here?
Great. Well, they're in the food business, as are we. So we've got a direct relationship there, and there's an incredible need out there, not only locally but throughout the region. They do a tremendous job of service in the entire area, and almost cover the same area that our stores do. So they're a great partner because we know there are people in need, and they do a great job of casting their net and pushing those resources out to the people that need it the most.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Patrick, and for being a great partner with Second Harvest. There are so many ways you can donate. You can go online to northernlakesfoodbank.org or stop by here, drop off donations and cash. We've also set up a link on our website and on our Facebook page for that website as well. And new this year, Kohler Toyota in Hermantown is taking donations from Second Harvest all day today. They are located just off of Miller Trunk Highway. If you can't make it here to the church by 9 a.m., stop by Kohler Toyota because they'll be taking donations until 6 p.m. tonight. Remember, for every $25 that you donate, Second Harvest can feed a Northland family of 4 for nearly a week. And we'll be right back with much more from the Copper Top Church.
oh caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, oh, how they dance, having their toes, gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Many, 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 many Christmas, many, 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 many Christmas. On and they send on with an end, their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say through kiss away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, glad is the song, with joyful ring, oh caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, oh, how they dance, adding the tones, gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Many, 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 many Christmas, many, 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 many Christmas. On and they send on without end, their joyful tone to every home.
Special thanks there to Denfield's Maroon 16 for coming in this morning to help with our Have a Heart Help a Neighbor broadcast out here this morning. Beautiful music they have been providing. Now let's get to that weather because it is a cold morning out here, but just bundle up out there if you are headed out. And the good news is with these cold temperatures, the snow that we do have currently on the ground, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you do want to head out and maybe hit the ski slopes this weekend, your ski report brought to you by Ski Hut here, showing those conditions fairly decent. Now I know a lot of us are hoping for a little bit more powder on those slopes than what we currently have, but otherwise we are seeing those conditions looking pretty good, and the weather for the weekend is looking fairly nice as well to get out and enjoy those slopes with some milder temperatures and some sunshine. But let's focus on what's happening right now. If you are heading down here to the First United Methodist Church for this Have a Heart broadcast, you are seeing those temperatures in the single digits. Wind chill values are below zero though. 7 degrees below zero is what it feels like right now on top of the hill in Duluth. We're at 12 below zero in Ashland this morning, 8 below zero for Grand Marais. And again, those are your wind chill temperatures. So not your actual temperatures, but when you do factor in the winds, that's what it's feeling like. The winds right now are at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And there's your actual temperatures. The good news is with that, most of those temperatures are above zero, but about 5 degrees for Superior. We're sitting at 3 degrees in Hayward and 3 degrees for Orr this morning. Zooming that map out a little bit more, you can see across the upper Midwest, across southern Canada, temperatures fairly consistent in the teens, in the single digits above and below zero. So that cold air, it's not just here in the Northland, it's across a good portion of the northern United States and portions of Canada. And we will eventually see some improvement though, as we see some cloud cover this morning. You can see that on your radar and satellite picture. We're seeing some light flurries out here this morning. Nothing to impact that morning commute though. And then we will see those clouds stick with us through the day. You can see on your future radar that those clouds will linger as we head through this morning, some of those light flurries, and then eventually we will see some of those clearing skies moving in. But we're also going to see some warmer temperatures. This pattern is actually going to shift by the weekend. We're going to see a ridge of high pressure moving in. That's going to bring in some of those yellows and oranges and green colors. That's warmer temperatures compared to the blue that we were seeing on the map as we started out for today. So that will mean that temperatures will be on the rebound heading into the weekend. Now, how warm are we going to get? Well, we'll still be chilly, but it'll be a little bit warmer than what we've seen over the past couple of days. And as far as your future radar goes, we are going to see those temperatures staying, or those clouds staying around, I should say, this morning. Clearing out this evening, that'll lead to another cold night tonight. But by your Saturday, we're going to see plenty of sunshine moving into the area. We'll see a few flurries over the UP of Michigan with some lake effect snow continuing. But overall, again, a fairly pleasant weekend shaping up for us after a cold day today. We'll see those temperatures climbing into the upper teens and lower 20s through the afternoon. Again, more sunshine by the afternoon compared to what we're seeing this morning. And then tonight we'll see temperatures fall back into the teens and single digits across the Northland, especially seeing those single digits towards the Canadian border. After that, the weekend is looking fantastic. That nice and sunny stretch of weather from Saturday, Sunday into Monday, and those temperatures into the upper 20s by Sunday, lower 30s by next week, with some snow showers returning by Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll be right back in just a moment.
Well, welcome back to the Copper Top Church. We are here with the Swanson twins, Annika and Maya. Now, Justin Lyles, he was doing this Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor campaign way back when you guys were little. We saw some footage of you guys when you were young. How old are you guys now?
15.
15, and you guys have been doing this for so many years. Why is it so important that you guys come out and continue to support Second Harvest?
Because every donation helps a little bit, so if you just keep donating, then it's just gonna make the world a better place.
It definitely will, and it is cold out here, but what would you say to people watching about coming out and donating?
Even if it's cold or super cold, it's just fun to do it, I guess.
And you guys brought a donation with you today. What do you guys have?
I don't know, food. I don't know.
Food, that is all we need, and we'll take some cash too. Well, do you guys want to throw your donation up there? You can put it on in the truck, and there it goes, another donation for Second Harvest. Now come on down. And we also want to mention, Cordy wanted to mention another event tomorrow real quick.
Well, I have a donation here from the Port of Duluth Kiwanis Club. We are donating to Second Harvest Food Bank because we believe in what Shay's doing. It's so important for those people who are living in food deserts. They just don't have enough, especially with the kids. It's so important, and that's a Kiwanis goal. It's about the kids. So speaking of the kids, I'm going to give this, and for my time, I'm going to invite everybody who has children, come to the Copper Top tomorrow. Do it today, do it again tomorrow. Come, have breakfast with Santa, pancakes, all the goods, get a book, you know, some entertainment, live entertainment. It's good for all ages, but if you're kids, it's magical. Bring your children, have them sit with Santa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cordy. And right now we're going to pitch to Maroon 16 for some beautiful music.
Welcome back and good morning. We are live here at the Copper Top Church this morning, and it's a cold morning across the Northland. In fact, Hibbing, one of those spots you can see at the Range Regional Airport camera, some very cold conditions this morning. The good news is, though, the weather is looking quiet, not a whole lot of snow in the forecast, so it looks good for any travel plans. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Taylor. Well, yes, it is very cold out here, and we're in Duluth, and it's still pretty cold, but we have some great friends from the Minnesota State Patrol who want to make a donation. Thank you guys for being here. What do you have for Second Harvest today?
So the State Patrol Troopers Association comes out every year. We feel that it's very important that everybody in the region that we serve in the Duluth district and surrounding districts gets fed, and every year we come out and donate $500.
That is so awesome, and it is our 15th anniversary. How do you guys feel about being out here in the cold, celebrating 15 years of this Have a Heart, Help a Neighbor broadcast?
Well, like I said, we feel it's very important. That's why we make it out every year.
All right, well, thank you guys again for coming in and making this important donation to Second Harvest. All of these donations are so important. Money, food, whatever we can do. We'll be out here until 9 a.m. embracing the cold, and we'll be right back with a look at your 7-day forecast when we come back.
Welcome back. Let's take another look at that 7-day forecast. Cold today, 18 degrees. It is a very chilly start to your day, but look at the weekend. Sunshine, 26 Saturday, upper 20s by Sunday. Sunshine continuing into early next week as well. And now it's time for today's weather sketch brought to us by Sven and Ollie's. And Eli drew this beautiful sketch for us. Look at that rainbow, some sunshine, some blue skies.
A perfect spring-like day. Not so much what we're feeling out here, but a beautiful sketch nonetheless.
Great way to warm us up this morning. So thank you for that sketch. If you do want to send in your sketch, there's our address. You can draw something, paint something, and send it in here to WDIO, and we'll share it live on GMN.
Well, we again want to thank everyone that's helping make this morning possible. Thank you to Home Furniture, Kohler Toyota, and Sound Central, and to London Road Rental for keeping us warm with some of their heaters. We also want to thank Burger King. They've been kind enough to donate some croissant sandwiches and coffee to our wonderful crew out here. And of course, we can't forget Farmer Doug for bringing us a beautiful Christmas tree and wreath. And again, thank you to all of you guys for making this possible. It wouldn't be the same without the wonderful donations you guys give and bring to us every year. We've had so much fun out here.
We have.
Despite it being very cold, we are so thankful for you guys. We'll be out here until 9 a.m., so don't forget to stop by and donate or log on to Northern Lakes Food Bank, and we're going to pitch it back one more time to Maroon 16.
Merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. In Bethlehem in Israel, this blessed babe was born, and laid within a manger upon this blessed morn. The witches had a married, and nothing to get scorn. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Fear nothing, said the angel, let nothing you affright. This day is born a Savior above your virgin bride, to free all those who trust in Him from Satan's power and might. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Hey!